Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm sitting outside in this beautiful garden and ready to review Christian Dior Poison. 27 years ago, the House of Dior decided it was time to launch something new, something with character, an explosion of a fragrance, most suited for the world of high shoulder pads and big hair. It was the 80s, and Dior was looking to bring out something unpredictable. So they hired a perfumer by the name of Edouard Flechier and let him do his magic, and what an iconic fragrance he created. When you think of poison, you automatically have this vision of something intoxicating, venomous, something wicked, and this fragrance is just that. Poison has an outstanding array of notes, including the top notes: coriander, plum, anise, mace, rosewood, wild berries. Middle notes: rose, tuberose, African orange flower, jasmine, carnation, cinnamon, white honey, incense. The base notes: cedarwood, vetiver, sandalwood, heliotrope, vanilla, musk, amber, and opoponax. Poison was launched in 1985 and it first came out as an Esprit Parfum, which is in between an eau de parfum and a pure perfume, and also an EDC, which is eau de cologne, and later on an eau de toilette version was introduced in this particular bottle. It came in the long shape with the yellowish kind of cap, and it was like a plum colour. Later down the years, this bottle design was introduced. Initially, the Esprit de Parfum came in 50ml bottles, 30ml bottles, and 15ml bottles, and also 100ml testers that were not sold to the customers, and they came in spray bottles, so they looked similar to this kind of shape. And then later they changed them into the dabber bottles, which come like this, and this is a 30ml bottle, and the box for the Esprit de Parfum looks like this. I know that it could be confusing to some to know which bottles are vintage and which are the newer bottles, so I'll just kind of show you the box for the vintage bottle, the EDT that I have here. This is the box for it. It should come in this dark green and black kind of design. Should have a sticker on top. So this box is for this shape bottle. And the newer bottles come like this with this type of green box. And it should have the code or serial number at the bottom here. These have been faked a lot, so this information might be really helpful for some of you. I also have some of their vintage body products here. The gel, this is the shower gel, and the body lotion. And they smell absolutely amazing. The apple-shaped bottle, which is this one, was inspired by the fruits of temptation when Eve ate the forbidden apple from the tree. It actually reminds me of the poisoned apple that Snow White took a bite of, given by her wicked stepmother. Poison was such a huge hit when it came out. Most of the women in France smelled of poison. It won an award for Best Female Fragrance in 1987. There were rumours that this fragrance was actually banned in some restaurants because it was so powerful and it would interfere with the smell of the food. Poison is quite an intense oriental floral. When I say intense, I mean intense as in the notes are strong, not in the sense of sillage or longevity, although they are also intense. But I'm talking about the notes. All these notes together are quite intense. They're big notes, they're major notes, and you've got them all bottled up into one bottle. It's an explosion that's about to happen when you spray it on. Poison is a rich, sweet, fruity, spicy fragrance that has a lot going on, with sweet and sour plum, red grapes, blooming white florals, smoke, incense with a woody base and a good dose of spices. It opens up very loud and obnoxious, with ripe plums, smoky incense, spice, and the main and focused on note of this fragrance, the deadly tuberose. It opens up with a big bang. It's as if you've rubbed a genie's lamp that was sitting there for thousands of years and you've finally let them free. It's not shy or afraid to let you know, hey, I'm here and I'm here to stay. I would describe Poison as a hauntingly beautiful weapon of seduction. It is seductive, enticing, mysterious, majestic, grand, sensual. It's poisonous. It stings you and intoxicates everyone around you. It's captivating and mesmerizing. Poison is what a sultry mistress would wear for a rendezvous. It's a fragrance you would wear on Halloween dressed up as a vampire or a sexy witch. It's most suited for a woman with a strong personality, one who is very confident and knows her stuff. It's the type of fragrance that gives you that confidence as well, and it boosts your character and it makes you feel powerful and unstoppable. Poison is a magical potion. It's a witch's brew, a masterful creation. People will notice you when you are wearing Poison. It's the type of fragrance that reaches the room before you do. If you were to spray Poison on clothes, then it's going to smell of Poison for weeks to come, even after you've washed your clothes. It's the type of fragrance that you would wear for yourself to enjoy. I don't think it's loved by many people these days because time has changed and people are accustomed to smelling more lighter, fresh fragrances, and they associate Poison with their mother or grandmother because they remember them wearing it. I don't think it's outdated. I think it's a fragrance who has its own audience. You either love it or you hate it. I think the name may be off-putting for some people who have never tried it before. I mean, Poison, it's going to smell potent. But if you give it a chance and understand it properly, then I am sure you will appreciate it. One trick I found is to spray into the air and walk through it. That way the scent will touch you lightly and it won't envelop or suffocate you if you were to directly spray it on your skin, for example. So it's a better way when you want to test it, you spray it in the air and you walk in it. That way it won't be so suffocating. So if you are trying Poison for the first time, or if you've tried it and thought it was too much, then please try this method. It is definitely one of those iconic fragrances that you must at least try once in your lifetime. Now, the $1 million question: what is the difference between vintage and modern? Let me just tell you, I actually prefer this bottle design. I like that it's the round apple shaped much more than this one. The difference is this is more creamier. It's a little bit more sweeter. When you first spray it on, it doesn't smell synthetic. So this one is a little bit synthetic. You can tell that they have taken out some notes, and it has a little bit of a harshness to it, but it does settle down very nicely, and I do love it. Even though it's the newer edition, I do still enjoy it and I do love it, but I love this one so much. The Eau de Toilette, the vintage Eau de Toilette, is absolutely gorgeous. It has this creamy sweetness. It's deep and just really warm and smells really luxurious. But as I said, this version is quite good as well. Very nice dry down. Love both. As for the vintage Esprit de Parfum, this is quite pungent and not too sweet, so it's very different to the regular Poison. I find the tuberose is the whole flower here, including the stems, so it's quite green and a little citrusy. Definitely not smoky. There's no kind of smokiness to it, whereas the both of the poisons here, they are quite smoky and incensey. This is like a green take on the original Poison. So it's much stronger. It's really potent, and although it's a dabber, this is one dab is really all you need. It's really strong. Now a knockoff of Poison is the Cobra by Jean Arths. This is cheap. If you for some reason cannot find this or cannot buy it, you can get this one. They smell pretty much the same, except this, of course, because it's cheap, it's going to smell a little bit more synthetic, a little bit more cheaper, but you've got the same scent going on. So it's got that plum, smoky, tuberose, floral going on. So they are quite similar. If you can't get your hands on Poison, you can grab this one. I mean, you kind of just grab it for the bottle. Look how cool the bottle is. This does come off and you can wear it. It's a snake. Look, it's even green, matching the box. So it is cool. I know that Poison came in this type of, I think it was like a bangle or something like that. So they are copying Poison. This fragrance is copying Poison, and I think they've done a good job at it, since it is cheap to find, it is cheap to buy, but it does smell similar to Poison. So I really hope you've enjoyed my take on Poison. This is my favourite fragrance in the whole entire world. I have a huge collection, and this is the one that captured my heart, Poison. I discovered it when I was 19 years old. I was gifted a bottle of Poison at that time, and I've been wearing it since. So it's my favourite fragrance ever to be created. It's that special to me. I hope you've enjoyed the flowers here today and the view. Thank you so much for watching, and please let me know your thoughts on Poison. If you've tried it, if you have it, if you love it, if you hate it, just let me know. Thanks so much, guys. Bye bye.